Hello folks, my name's David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you today to discuss Rangers' 3-0 victory over Livingston at the Tony Macaroni Arena today. Well, what a difference 4 days makes, because as bad as Rangers were on Wednesday night against Kilmarnock, they were good today, and against an opponent who gave us so much trouble when we went there earlier this season and whose home record is splendid, especially for a promoted side. I thought Rangers were fantastic today right from the off. The attitude was spot on, the work rate, the commitment, everything, and there was some quality as well, and that's pretty much all I'm looking for from these people. But the manager went back to his 4-3-3 today, and into the side came Niko Katic, which was good to see. Borna Barisic also returned. Into the midfield came Ross McCrory, and up front came Daniel Candeias. And I have to say that all four of them had excellent matches today. Take a wee bit of time on each of them. Borna Barisic offers us so much. He had a couple of crosses in the first half that should have led to goals. A header from Ross McCrory and a header from Alfredo Morelos, and both of them were really good chances. And he had a pretty solid game apart from that. Big Katic came in at the side and was partnering the luckless Joe Worrell, who's been on the end of an awful lot of criticism, and to be honest, most of it deserved, for his howler and then subsequent shocking performance on Wednesday night. And I thought both of them were tremendous today. They kept it simple. They didn't try to do stuff they're not good at. They didn't dither on the ball, and they handled a team who we know what they're going to do, but it's still difficult to stop. It's long throws, it's balls into the box, it's flying into challenges, and they stood up to it, and they did tremendously well. And in the midfield, Ross McCrory was excellent. I have a friend who swears to us he's as important as Alfredo Morelos, and when he told me that, I think I said, calm down, wee man. But on that display and the way he played against Celtic, I see what he means, because he can do for us something nobody else can, which is he snaps into tackles and gets the ball forward quickly. We've got other defensive midfielders, but they don't do that. And for me, Ross McCrory is getting to first or second name in the team sheet status. He was tremendous again today. And Daniel Candeias was my man of the match. Absolutely brilliant from start to finish. He did to Livingston what they did to us in our last trip there, and he got right into their faces. He wouldn't let them away with anything. He kept their back four honest, and he put a bit of confusion into them, and he topped it off with some real quality as well. He was involved in the goal, but he also set up a chance for Alfredo Morelos where he's hit the post that should have been a goal, and overall he was just splendid. But it was a good display from the whole team. As I say, we started well, could have been a goal up before we were, and in fact round about half an hour after missing those chances, you were maybe thinking, oh God, are we going to be made to pay for this, because it's happened before. And then cometh the hour, cometh the former man, when Ryan Jack, now a goal-scoring sensation, of course, he stepped forward and let a trundler go, in all honesty. Reasonable enough shot, but it was right in the middle of the goal, and a doddle for the goalkeeper. But somehow Liam Kelly let it squirm under him, which I'm sure has led to conspiracy theories being expounded, because obviously when our goalkeeper, or the goalkeeper, sorry, that's playing against us turns into a polo mint, that's the Masons. When it happens, as it did for Celtic and Hamilton yesterday, that's just, due to Celtic being fantastic. We know how it works, but I'm sure he was a little annoyed. And I suppose after what happened to us on Wednesday night, I can't be too unhappy about, what did they say, it evens itself up over a season. Well, it didn't take long then for our howler the other night to be equalised. And it was great play by Alfie leading to that foraging that he does so well. He maybe didn't have his shooting boots, but he was working them very hard. Into the second half, and Rangers just went for it to kill the game. Ryan Kent missed a sitter, and then before I'd even finished complaining about him missing that one, another chance came. Great work down the right by Candeias and Tavernier, led to a shot at goal. Alfredo Morelos standing right in front of the keeper, tries a back heel, and I think it puts Liam Kelly off, and instead of maybe gathering the ball, he palms it out, and in run Ryan Kent, who turned into George Alberts and smashed it into the top corner to put us 2-0 up. And that's not happened a lot to us away from home this season, where we've had that lead, that comfort blanket of the second goal. And from there on, Rangers dominated, didn't give anything away. Livingston really struggled. They made a change. They took off Menga, the boy who'd caused us so much bother the last time, and put on Greg Wild, trying a different system. It didn't quite work for them, and they looked ragged in a way that Livingston haven't really looked when I've seen them on their own patch this season, because they were being put out of their game. And the third Rangers goal for me summed up the display from us today. Scott Arfield, I think it's his best game, but as Livingston have the ball in their own half, Rangers make the press, all is one. Scott Arfield wins the ball, releases it quickly through to Alfredo Morelos. He rounds the keeper and from a tight angle puts it away. And he'd missed a couple of good chances before that, so it'll be good for him to get his goal. Overall, that's our best away performance this season in the league for me. I thought Rangers was terrific today and thoroughly deserved the 3 points. Could have had a few more. And in a match like that against an opposition who, I think, if we're being honest, a few of us in the back of our minds going into this, having seen what happened to us the last time we were there and having seen what happened to us on Wednesday night. And it's so frustrating because it just confirms a belief that a lot of us have that it's not opposition teams who beat us, it's us. If we don't have the right attitude going into a game, or if we shit the bed during it like we did against Kilmarnock after a mistake or after something goes against us, then Rangers are not the same team. We become passive, we become scared to try stuff, we keep the ball aimlessly inside the opposition half without ever looking a threat, and our defending lacks conviction. Whereas today it had all of those things. It was fantastic. It was attacking, it was direct, it was confident, we were trying things, we were working the ball, and it was a pleasure to watch, and more of that please. We've got 2 fixtures coming up. You would expect to see some maybe changes in the side forward, maybe more the place to do them than against Kelly at Rugby Park. But again, it's consistency. It's nothing that we haven't spoken about all season. We need to be more consistent. But after Wednesday night, we needed a victory, and it's nice to end the weekend on a high. And Rangers certainly did that. My man in the match was Daniel Candeias, but we had a few candidates, and that's always a good sign. Okay, I'm heading off now. If you want to hear more from us, then Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, will drop tomorrow. It drops Monday and Thursday, wherever you get your podcast. But if you want to hear even more from us, please come to our Patreon site, which is Heart and Hand on Patreon, and it's patreon.com/heart and hand. It's only $1.99 per month, and you get up to 5 shows every single day. Try it, I'm sure you'll like it. Most people do. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I'll talk to you again on Wednesday after the trip to play the Blue Brazil. I'm not going back and recording this, so that blooper will have to stay and send it off to whatever that programme with Lisa Riley is and get £250. See if she goes for it. Till I see you again, take care. Bye.